If you like to engrave on your Cricut, but you haven't found how to fill in those outlines to make a nice engraving like this, let me show you how. I learned this online from a YouTuber called Angie Holden, and here's what she taught me. She has this free file, and it's just this black square, which looks like nothing. It actually is made of a bunch of little black and gray lines, and that's where we're going to get the pattern for the engraving. Let me show you how. You'll save this in one of your Cricut files all by itself. I just call it engraving template, and I have a couple of them just so I don't delete them. This is number 3. So with one of these open, you import the image that you want to engrave. And I have one. I'm going to show you the this crucifix one that I just showed. Show you what it starts out like. Let's try this again. Okay, advanced search, uploaded. Here's the image. Add to canvas. Okay. So I start out, my blank is 6 by 6, so I'm going to make it 5.5. And I can adjust that later. That's a different video. You can see when it's basic cut, it's filled in black. When I change it to engrave, it gets that outline. And for a long time, this was all I knew how to do. Then I saw others and I found Angie's video. So what you want to do is take the image you want to engrave and you want to lay it inside the black circle so that it, or square, so that it's 100% in the square. If you need to make the square bigger, you can, but you should not see your image once it's in there. Then you're going to select both of them and you're going to slice. This takes 2 overlapping images and separates them into parts, creating a third shape. I'll show you what I mean. It's going to fill in those outlines and put the color back in while we're still in engrave mode. It takes a moment and it should flicker when it's done, and then the results come over here. So it says slice result, slice result, slice result. And you'll notice they're all engraved. So I'm going to move these out now. So now you see I have the image of Jesus on the cross, and it is an engraved image now. And then I have, it gives you 3 of them. I'm not sure why. But if you don't need the extra 2, you can just delete them, as well as you now can delete the negative black circle. Square. It's a square. Why do I keep saying it's a circle? Then you're going to resave it. You're going to save as, and you're going to name it something different so that you don't lose your black rectangle as your template for future ones. So now when I go to make this, you can see that it does have it's filled in now. And it would be the size that I needed to be, and I would have already predetermined where it's going to be placed on my mat grid. Usually I put everything, I center it at 6'6", and then I know exactly top and bottom what lines it matches up with as well. Another thing that I do is I mirror my etching, my engraving. In some cases it doesn't matter, but if you have words or something like that, it would. I mirror them so that when the engraving is done, the rough part is on the back and the front is smooth to the touch. And then I also use painter's tape to lift off the extra acrylic dust from the back without scratching. So when you do it that way, this is the image that you get. It fills in all of these where normally they were not. Here are some more samples of ones that I have done. I don't know if I can set it down here or not. I display all mine in a book at shows. I'm not sure if that's coming through okay, but you can see it works very well. You can look at my website for color photos of them inside the stand and in a black, encased in a black environment, so that you can see how well they look all lit up. So I will enclose the link to Angie's. If you Google Cricut pattern fill for engraving projects free file, a YouTube will come up for Angie Holden from September of 2023. Within those comments is the link to her free file. I don't know how long it will be there, which is why I have it saved several times. And that's how I do it. Let me know if you have any questions, or check out her video. I will leave in this video. She walks through that process as well, probably a lot more professionally than I do. But thank you for watching.